XLM holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Let's take a look together, as to, what's happening with XLM's price right now. And of course, what we could be expecting going into Wednesday morning. So looking across the market right now, we're seeing, a complete field day for a lot of altcoins, a lot of green across the board. And I'm sure no one's really complaining. We know this week is massive. We do have the FOMC meeting coming up, a highly anticipated, meeting. A lot of people anticipating no rate cut, but we'll see what happens. I still think there is a chance that, we do actually see a rate cut this time around, which I do believe will have a positive impact on the crypto market. Because of course, if a rate cut does tend to happen, that pretty much means investors are more confident, to, look into riskier investments. And, of course, that, does tell us a lot about what can potentially happen with the likes of crypto, especially Bitcoin. But again, one step at a time. Only time is going to tell. XLM up 4.5% right now, with the price currently sitting at 28 cents. Also up 4% in Bitcoin. Comparative market cap $8.6 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 200 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So if you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance index here, guys, the dominance index did make its way down to the likes of 61.45%, pretty much almost for the first time since, you could say, March 10th. So it's been about like 9 days. So, the fact that, we did drop down to the likes of 61.43%, I think this had a major impact on altcoins specifically, because you are seeing a lot of alts up. And of course, people are going to be like, that is amazing, but we cannot forget, if you're looking at it on the monthly time frame, altcoins are still down quite substantially. Yes, you are starting to see some coins going, majority of the market going back into the green over the last, few days, but still, we need to look for more confirmation, specifically for BTC. Bitcoin is showing us something quite interesting right now. And, what I'm really referring to is the fact that, we're back in the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. This itself is, quite interesting in my opinion, for BTC as to, what it's doing. But in terms of, the bigger picture, we still need to get back in the 23.6. But could the rate cut, if that were to happen, could that really trigger, a potential reversal? We'll see what happens, but I wouldn't doubt so. But yeah, again, one step at a time as of now. But let's take a look at what's happening with XLM, because that's what everyone wants to know. So since our last update, XLM did end up, retesting this key support line. A lot of people were calling me crazy when I was talking about the potential of us actually seeing this support line being retested, especially if, we do see major volatility for BTC, which we have been seeing. And you can see this for yourself, even though we dropped below the support briefly, but, again, it did not, hold around for too long. You could see, if you had some buy orders placed in around the 24 cents, you did see XLM going up almost 18% since then. So again, after this support was to be retested, there was no doubt that, we are going to see a little bit of a bounce. Of course, that is something that we're seeing happening right now, but it's extremely, extremely important for the price of XLM to hold above this range. And I'm sure you guys know why, because pretty much after that, we could actually fall down to the likes of 20 cents if, we don't hold this support line. There is a high chance of that happening. So as of now, a nice bounce, but of course, in a grand scheme of things, we're nowhere near as to where we really need to be. But from, the November beginning, we are still up, even though we are seeing a retracement, still up 223%. But this should be a learning lesson for a lot of people that, did get in around this range, this accumulation zone, and, rode the wave all the way up to 63.7 cents. This should be a learning lesson if you did not lock in profits. Don't listen to, internet comments. Lock those profits in when you see them, because, these types of swings, even in a bull market, can happen. And speaking about the swing itself, we are down literally about 62% from its yearly high. So again, shouldn't go ignored. But anyhow, if you're looking at XLM's price right now, within the hourly time frame, you're actually seeing accumulation pattern, within this range, this pattern right here. So of course, obviously, people want to see the explosive moves, but obviously we need to look for confirmations. And as of now, it's pretty simple. Confirmation is 30 cents, be continuously remaining above that range. It's a major resistance. If it's able to do that, I have no doubts, the price of XLM could start moving up to 37.7 cents, wick that we did see at the beginning of this month. Remember, this market moves very, very quick. There could be times where you could think, it's boring, but it just take a little bit of a snap, a little bit of heat coming into BTC, dominance going down for the market to, make its way back towards the upside. But again, right now, when you take it one step at a time, obviously, Bitcoin is nowhere really as to, where it needs to be. So, of course, as of now, what would be great is for us to, break out of that key resistance around 30 cents. And again, if you want to put this into perspective, that itself is a move of about an additional 10%. I do believe that, if BTC were to, make its way back above 85K, we do see that, especially if dominance continues to, pull down. But yeah, obviously, we do have long ways to go as to, where you'd really need to see the price of XLM sitting up, but, one step at a time. But, this bounce itself is nice, our confirmation that, this support were to be retested, so we did see that retest, but a little bit of a bounce is to be expected. But of course, in return, we couldn't really ignore what's happening with the crypto markets overall right now. But I'll keep you guys covered. Let me know again if you guys want to see more of these XLM updates. Love you all. See you later. Been Crypto ZX and peace out.